Right. Good morning, yeah. Sorry. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. So this time we're back on the treadmill again, and golden hour is well, it's full, but no one's in the cardio section. So yeah, I literally moved to this side of the treadmills because from pattern recognition, there's always this group that goes near the stairs. So decided to just avoid that spot, but none of them are there, and now they're over here. Whatever. So, is there anything to talk about? Well, I don't. I think the leg's fine today. For some reason, yesterday the leg had a little bit of had a weird hang thing, and we went on a little bike. The thing about the air bike is that it just says it doesn't burn as many calories, and I think the reason is because we are sitting down. So a lot of the, compared to the stairs and treadmill, right? You have your whole body moving. When it comes to the bike, it's only your legs and arms maybe that are moving. But yeah, so that's why the calories on the bike is super low compared to the treadmill and stairs. Just purely because you're sitting down. So yesterday I didn't even fall asleep, by the way. I did not was not my priority. So I did not fall asleep. I just ended up streaming. We streamed a bit of Warframe yesterday. So I guess that's something to keep us busy for the rest of the day today. There's that like really long 7 hour Warframe cinematic mission quest. So that's very cool. So far so good. It's definitely interesting. It's like a campaign kind of game within the game. So it's not bad. And but besides that, there's nothing else. Like Warframe's only gonna help us help us stay a bit busy for like 1 to 2 days at max. But besides that, not really sure. All I know is that the Warframe game is kind of like it's just interesting, right? But I'm not really sure what else there is. I have been thinking about returning back to Satisfactory. I have been thinking about that, but I do hope there's like some kind of. I might come back with like a maybe like a fast forward mod. I don't know. I might look at the mods just to purely help the Satisfactory series, right? Um, I'll have a look at it. I will return to Satisfactory only if I have some kind of mod that allows me to fast forward time. It's not cheating. It's just saving the rest of us a bit of time, right? Because currently a factory is it's good. It's just slow. And I'll be honest, I looked at Let's Game It Out. I looked at him play, and he literally just AFK. You know, I literally saw him play. He built a nuclear reactor, and then he said, hold please. And then he waits until the entire thing's full. Like, he waits for the entire inventory to be full. So I was like, oh, that's pretty. If we did that, right, if we had our Satisfactory World AFK, everything would be full of everything we need. Yeah, I don't know. But again, for Satisfactory, it's literally just scaling. That's why we stopped. It's nothing new. Oh, there is, but it's just scaling. Just to even get to the next upgrades, it takes so many components. And like, all I know is that for our Satisfactory world, we just need a bit more nuclear power and just a whole bunch of ore, just a bunch of ore influx. Besides that, everything else is fine. I'm not sure what else there's to talk about. Maybe we can go back to gone fishing as well. Hold on, wait a The walking actually only burns like 40 more calories more than the bike. Hmm. Well, I mean, we can always go faster, but I'm kind of just chill at speed number 5. Is there anything else to talk about? We're gonna be lost again after Warframe. Maybe I can come up with like some kind of plan. You know, I was gonna sleep yesterday, but I didn't. But I think today I actually might be able to. Maybe. I can't. It doesn't really fit. The reason why I can't really fit the sleeping is because during that period in the morning or during the day, I'm constantly filtering water and food. So, I mean, I could try. But yeah, there's nothing else to look into. You know, there's no good games. I mean, like I said, I can always return Satisfactory, but that's actually gonna take a ridiculous amount of time if I do my AFK. Because the thing is, even if I AFK, it's gonna take 33 AFK hours to just get the one item. And apparently that item's needed for more, so yeah. We could do my IRL adventure. But the thing about IRL adventures is that I don't know. Because to be honest, most of the IRL adventures on YouTube, or not, okay, I shouldn't really place it on YouTube. But if it's just fishing and hunting or surviving, I mean, it's alright, but I'm pretty sure majority of the video is distracted by food. People like cook their own food and stuff. I should probably drink the water. Today's also lunges. Walking backwards was pretty good. Alright, well, guess we'll go back to 5 speed now. Have you noticed I'm trying to control my speed of talking because I've noticed a lot in my videos after editing them, right? When I'm speaking way too fast, my words get mumbled. And the reason I speak too fast is because I'm speaking as fast as like my brain is thinking, kind of. So, like for example, let's say I spoke fast, right? Then my voice kind of get very slow like this, and it's about to understand because it's like I'm speaking way too fast, and then my voice kind of gets all slow and things like that. And then when I watch a video back, it's just a bit like sounds like I'm like sleepy or like mumbling and stuff, but I'm actually just talking normally. But then if I control my voice slightly, then yep, should be a bit better. You know, white woman age really interesting. Why I mention that? Because there's a music video of this female singer, but damn, they look. I don't know what to say. They look young, but they're not. It's like they're like 30 something years old. So is there anything else to really talk about? I mean, look, there's a lot of things and contents to do, right? There's a lot of lore to do too. You know, if I really, really wanted to, I reckon I could feel myself starting a whole like business or food business. I don't actually know. I don't really look into that stuff too much. All I know is that when it comes to business, I don't really like to do deceptive things. I tried it once from dropshipping. It's just a bit too deceptive. It's not your product. It's not really, yeah, it depends. But I think the easiest product to sell would probably be food, only because you know, it's a pretty common thing to sell at a consistent rate. Whereas when it comes to like products for drop shipping or something like that, you have to rely on like a seller Um, Also, it just depends on the product and stuff. Hmm. I'm not sure what I'm saying. It just depends on the business, right? It's all about like ads and stuff. I guess I took inspiration from this YouTuber I saw recently. Feels like this solo baker who has a YouTube channel and he films his. He basically does like earth vlogs every day, except he's in a bakery and he just talks while he preps and then he sells on the streets. That's not bad, you know. It's honestly not that bad. It seems really chill. He has a ghost kitchen in wherever, right? He records himself every day, just prepping his food, chilling. Basically how we do our vlogs, right? Just completely raw footage of him just talking and prepping all sorts of bakery foods. And then he puts it all into a car. He drives to a random spot, and then he just starts selling the bakery. And he sells out most of the time, which is like, that's pretty cool. It's not bad. There's just so much things. So there's so many things to do. And if you wanted to really try, but what do we do right now? We just create lore, film meta content, and I'm pretty sure that's probably what's best for us currently because one, it's incredibly flexible. I can pretty much do it. To be fair though, I am pushing my content a lot more frequently than the normal. So we've got multiple videos per day uploaded. Now, I think I've said this before, right? But the reason my videos are uploaded significantly faster now is because I do not edit them. I don't edit the videos much. I just leave it nice and raw because it shows real emotion. Because I think I've said this many times, but if you get a editor to edit your videos, you're not watching me. You're watching what the editor likes. So if I pay a brain rot editor, he's gonna just cut as many things as possible. Sure, the video's gonna be short, but you're not gonna get me, are you? So yeah, that's why I prefer doing things raw. I think I've talked about this before. Oh, I caught myself mumbling there because I'm speaking too fast. But I have mentioned this topic before, right? Where when it comes to editors and stuff, if you do not edit your own videos, your channel is based on what your editor is. Okay, that's about it. And I prefer raw videos. You know, I prefer that more than anything. And the only editing I do that's fast paced is these earth vlogs because you guys don't need to see me do my reps slowly because the main objective of earth vlog is to log what my words say and the mindset, the framework, and the topics I have to say. And those are very important metadata because it shows the framework, the mentality, and overall what's going on. Like for example, today nothing's happening, but we have managed to talk enough where a story video is not needed, and also we're not sleeping. Actually, yeah, we are not asleep. Sometimes during cardio, we're fully asleep. Yeah, but when it comes to food, We're gonna have to go back to the rice and mackerel strategy for a bit. I've been having too much high, high fat, low protein meat, only because it was there. Should really ignore it though. And I ate chicken breast yesterday. What I meant to say was I ate the bread yesterday rather than the rice. But yeah, besides just the normal talk, there's nothing else to say. There's no, yeah. So it seems like 30 minutes, 128 calories. The only reason I went with the deal is because from ethnic recognition, I really thought that the people would be over here. I guess not. Today's going to be a pretty normal day. It's just, you know, legs and lunges, and yeah, so that should be about it. And oh yeah, Romanian deadlifts and what else? Whatever else there is, I guess. We did manage to finish the water though. Okay, well, that's about it. Just locking. Well, you guys pretty much know the drill. Do the leg press and then the remaining deadlift and then the lunges and then ritual. Well, no, we still get, you know, elbow regime and dips and pull-ups, but that's for later. Those aren't really, they're not really recorded. Okay, now what I'm gonna do here is I'm actually gonna pre-wipe the seat. I don't know, recently been having trust issues with the cleanliness in the gym. Been having a bit of trust issues. Not gonna lie. Especially the head. The gym head is not being the best. Legs are wrong position. I mean, no, the seat's not in the right position. You know what I'm gonna do today? I'm actually not gonna sleep like in the middle of the day. What I'm actually gonna do is I might sleep like maybe 2 to 3 hours earlier. I'll see if I can, because I don't really like sleeping through the night. I mean, like through the sun. We're running so much limited sun, and the sun recently has been kind of good. Hold on, shut up. I need to drink. Must drink. Must consume. I must say the gym temperature's pretty nice. I think, kind of. Who knows actually? Maybe it's because we were walking. Walking warms up the body, I guess. What was I gonna say? Damn. Oh yeah, the sun yesterday was actually quite interesting. Yesterday's weather was. We hit that certain point where I need to do the training. I need to do the legs first, and then I'll talk about it. Yeah, what I was saying was yesterday's sunlight was pretty interesting because it was that temperature where it was like it was cold and the sun couldn't actually catch up. So yesterday's sunlight was pretty interesting, right? It's like we're absorbing the sun, we're kind of warm, but the temperature is just so cold that this time the temperature was slightly above the sun. So it was like a pretty interesting, it was a pretty interesting battle. I was like, you're trying to get warm, but at the same time it's cold. And the sun is doing its job, trying to warm you up, right? But it's just barely winning. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. It is gonna get colder and colder, and we're gonna struggle more and more. GG. I actually prefer the heat more than the cold. Well, it depends. never mind. The gym is actually getting cold again. It really wasn't actually warm, it was just warm because we were walking. But it is freezing again. Oh well, anyways. Same old, right? Romanian deadlift. And then lunges. Lunges are pretty good. And then we'll be eating rice and mackerel again. What was the, what was the, I only grabbed some sticks, but I also need to grab the weight. How much weight are we gonna do? 10 kgs. Is that, is that gonna be too heavy? Oh well. Man, there's nothing to talk about. I know I keep saying that, but you know, when we have a topic to talk about, I literally lock in. But it's just none. Talk about how things are real or not. We already talked about No Light Without Dark. It's we already talked about. Oh yeah, I forgot. I did get a haircut. Should go bald. I don't mind going bald. I always say that, but seriously, I don't mind. I'll go bald like, I'll go bald. See, this weapons around mumble. I'll go, I will go bald one day. I do not mind. It does not bother me. I have located a stick and I shall I shall spray it. Always spray the stick. Get that thing soaking. I might even marinate it. Yeah, I might marinate it. I'll marinate this stick. I'll let it soak in the juice. Oh god, I just made this entire board wet. I'll have it later. Alright, 10 kgs is not bad. 20 kgs in total. Well, 40. It's nothing to talk about. I always say that. If you slow your speech down, you can talk a lot more fluently. But yeah, again, there are no current objective video games that are keeping us busy, which has a good mix of problem solving and lore building, right? It's not much. Again, when it came to Star Rupture, I didn't mind the Star Rupture. I built it based on lore, and it wasn't bad. It was like $50 gone, but it's fine. But it does show it does show the framework, right? I'm a prisoner in Star Rupture. You know, I'm a prisoner in Star Rupture, so what's the point of me helping these companies? We got what we need, we just chill. I should be drinking the water. Anyways, the stick is marinated. Let us see the amount of grime it's got. See how much cancer it is. Yep, like just a lot of cancer. Dead skin cells and everything. Don't think about it. Don't think about it, but it is pretty nasty. Okay, the stick is clean. We will be using it for the lunges. The next task is to drink water, do some more of this. We're like on 3 5s. I might use a stick to turn the fan. The fan is annoying me. It's freezing me. That's getting a bit more difficult. Okay, I'm turning off this fan. Man, stop. You're freezing me. Turn it off. I might turn the fan back on. I just realized that is a pretty good sound barrier. Fine, I'll turn it back on for now. You're lucky you're a good sound barrier, so turn it back on. Should activate a much nicer sound barrier for now. Not that I need it or anything, because currently golden hour is literally just 3 people. Yeah, every time I come here, car park's decently full, but they're all in the wait section, so I don't know. And especially in the cardio, we can't see them, and then they would just disappear. Yeah, okay, so there's nothing, nothing really left to say. Yeah, nothing. Shut up. Man, there's nothing to say there. I don't really want to, but I kind of. Maybe I'll look into it. I did just have a flash, not flash, but shut up, hold on. Huh, right. Well, today's lunges look like we have a lot of space, so looks like I have the entire strip. Alright, well, there's still what to do, but oh yeah, lunges are based. Especially with a long strip like this, I can go quite far. Take long strides too. Once I take 14, I can come back here, and then by the time I reach back, it'll be 28. I did kind of want to go look into league, maybe. I kind of want to go back. Nah, it'll be interesting. Let's say that. Might look into league only because Faker and Tyler won. So that's one thing I'm looking into. Maybe, maybe after Warframe, I might look into league, but still, that game's kind of cancer. But I'll check out the ecosystem. I'll dabble back into it a bit. Alright, inspiration, Tyler one and Faker. That's like the only. That's the only inspiration to play league. Stream like Faker. I actually looked at Faker's old streams. They're literally, he doesn't even speak. My man doesn't even speak. He just plays, but he's good. Well, not goat, not good. He's literally the goat. I wonder what else there's to talk about. Oh yeah, fuck Overwatch though, forever. I uninstalled that game like 2 days ago, I think. Not really craving it, so it's good. Don't have the urge to play Overwatch again. Just another regular who's here. And off to go Dookie. That's usually what he does. Is what it is. What is topics none. Fuck. GG. 1,000,000,000 germs back on the stick. Gotta wipe it again. My bad. I didn't hold the stick properly. Shout out to like washing machines and dryers. Why did I say that? I don't know. Just sometimes gotta appreciate the clankers. Just give them the clothes, give them the powder and liquid, and then they'll wash the clothes for you. It's pretty based. Imagine hand washing everything. I think I'm on like 4 5s now. I can't remember. Feels like it's 4 5s. Boom. Kick. Boom. 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 I'm not gonna kick. And that's about it. I mean, the last thing that was kind of just the carbs, I guess. This thing. Golden hour is pretty good. Except there's no. I guess you could say lack of topics today, but overall, it's pretty normal, no? Now, 20 kgs carbs? We don't really do that. I will try though, because I'm a bit too lazy to grab the lightweight. There's no lightweight nearby. Let's give 20 kgs a shot. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know how people do 20 kg carb races. It's too heavy. Oh, I remember there was like this one person that had like crazy carbs. So, ending thoughts of the Earth vlog. No story video today. Might go back to, well, we're doing Warframe right now. Just doing the main quest. There are a few content I want to look into. Like, first of all, Wolfenstein. Kind of want to look into Wolfenstein. But I need to bring back the Xbox or something. I don't know. What else is there? Do you want to look back into League just a tiny bit? Just go to ecosystem just a tiny bit. Apparently that's where the Asians are anyways. You know, Overwatch is actually a lot more white people. It's like more of a West, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sure there's lots of Asians that play Overwatch. But League is a lot more varied. So yeah, I guess that's the upcoming things to do. We have so little things to do. No, there's lots of things to do, but there's just kind of just, back to Warframe just a little bit. Until I find something better, I might maybe go League. I'll see how it goes. You know, shout out to Tyler One and T Faker, right? I mean, we could also go back to hunting and fishing again, but where would I want to go? Where do I want to go? I have to check the weather and when and the temperature. And also, if I want to go sea fishing, I'm gonna have to go check the tide. Do I want to go back to the pier? Kinda. You know, I think going to the pier is the exact same as going to Taylor Mistake. Only difference is Taylor Mistake is I'm gonna have to scale down some rocks and probably get snagged a bunch. But I do want to try I do want to try Taylor Mistake. We should try, but I'm gonna have to do some research on the tides and what to use. Probably just gonna bring 1 to 2. Oh, I need like a rod holder or something. I'll just bring one rod, see how it goes. Bait elastic. I have everything in it. We could also go surf casting as well. When it comes to surf casting, I think I'm allowed to build a fire and light it up. That would be kind of chill. Have surf casting and just have a fire nearby. That would be kind of chill. Not gonna lie. I don't mind that. That doesn't sound too bad. Especially because it's getting colder now. You're allowed fires on the beach. It's not bad. Just chilling. So yeah, a lot of topics to do. It just depends on what I want. But I did promise everyone yesterday that I would do the Warframe marathon today. Finish the story quest. Fun fact: recently my videos are a bit slower because I'm going back to 4K rendering because the games are a lot more prettier. Obviously, I don't need to make satisfactory 4K. Duh. But for like Star Rupture and Warframe, I'm exporting it at 4K because it looks nice. Alright, well, that's about it. There's nothing else to say, but yeah. Just a few ending thoughts and what's happening today. You know, again, even though I said that yesterday was like there's nothing to do, just find it, right? Just find things to do. Of course, we could always go into like real life business and stuff too, but man, you know what I mean? All right, appreciate it.